En amatör Don Juan tar en chans att gå på vift. Han fixar och han trixar, glömmer bort att han är gift. Sen står han där med vänsterprassel, byxis för allt båg och trassel, ljuger för dem båda två i skift.
Hello and welcome to Argue With Myself. So I've been really busy recently with work, trying to make money, pay the bills, and there's been a lot of really super depressing stuff happening in the news, and so I figured that for today, I'm just gonna pick a really stupid and fun topic to argue. So, chances are, if you've listened to music, you are familiar with the Pina Colada song. And even if you don't recognize the name, it's very likely you do recognize the tune. Now, the Pina Colada song is very popular. Written in 1979 by Rupert Holmes, it was the only song to ever top the charts in 2 decades. It was in 1979 and then also topped the charts in 1980. And originally, the song was just called Escape. But it was found that it was performing really poorly because people didn't realize that Escape was the Pina Colada song, because they all recognized the chorus, but they didn't realize that that was the name to the song. And so it was eventually changed to Escape, the Pina Colada song, which is somewhat ironic considering the fact that it's very catchy and has a very good tendency to get stuck in your head, so you may find yourself trying to escape. Anyways, the song, and the thing I want to argue about today is, could it be the least romantic love song ever? Let me give a really brief overview of the song. It starts off with Rupert singing about how he's been together with his lady for a long time and things have gotten really boring and stale between them. They just go through the rhythms right now. And so as he is reading the newspaper one night after his significant other, it's not clear in the song if they're married or not, whatever. When he's reading the newspaper, he sees a classified ad, or an ad in the classified section, that kind of piques his interest. Says, if you like pina coladas, getting caught in the rain, if you're not into yoga, if you like champagne, if you like making love at midnight on the dunes of the Cape, then I'm the love of your life, so let's go and escape. And so he's like, hey, this intrigues me. I do like these things. So he writes a reply back in the classifieds saying, hey, I really like those things. Let's go meet up at this bar and then just hit it off, escape with each other. So he's excited about it. He goes there to the bar, and who walks in but his significant other? Turns out that she had been the one who placed the ad. And so they realized, oh, look, we have so much in common that we didn't realize, and fell in love again. I drive a taxi as a part of my full-time job, ferrying people around. And so this song is one of the ones that I have on my playlist, comes up. And there have been times where passengers have been like, oh, I love the Pina Colada song. And they, they're like, it's such a romantic song about rediscovering your love. And it always kind of makes me wonder, because is it really about rediscovering your love? So you've got 2 people here, and they've been together a while, and they both get bored of each other. But rather than coming out and either trying to work through the problem or trying to, at least say, hey, I'm not into you anymore, let's split up, they both go behind each other's back to essentially cheat. And to make things even weirder, they're cheating on each other with each other. That, given human nature, that's got to cause problems later on. I mean, they've got to at some point come to resent the fact that, hey, You were upset with me, or you were tired of me, but rather than confronting me about it, you just decided that you would go off and leave me here. And these two people have been together for a while, and yet they don't seem to know some pretty basic facts about each other, including what drinks they like, the kind of ideal romantic spots, which the beach, I've never had sex on the beach, either the drink or the act, but I'd have to assume that that would cause sand to get in all sort of really nasty places that you wouldn't want sand to get into. And like these two people, it doesn't sound like they rediscovered their love, but essentially they are just really bad communicators. And the underlying cause for them getting bored with each other has nothing to do with the fact that they were just getting bored with each other. It's just that they suck at communicating and talking with each other. And so what's going to stop them from trying to cheat on each other again? Unless this is kind of like Eternal Sunshine on the Spotless Mind, is that the right title for that movie, where they just end up getting back together over and over and over again in an endless loop. I don't think this song's very romantic. It's extremely catchy, but it's kind of weird to think about. You know, they are cheating on each other with each other. That's just gotta cause all sorts of weird mind problems. So if you like what you just heard, please check out some of the other videos on my channel. And please also subscribe. Leave a comment if you have a topic, either silly or serious, that you want me to argue. I'll look it over. I mean, sometimes I'll just pick these random topics just to talk about because there's a lot of depressing stuff that happens. And I would just rather not focus on that all the time because, yeah, it gets depressing when doing all the research in the history and you're just like, ugh. And there's just a silly pop song or popular song from several years ago. Well, several decades ago. So anyways, subscribe, please. Please do. And in the meantime, I hope that you have a good time. And I guess I'll see you next time.
Håll dig till höger, Svensson. Håll dig till höger, annars lutar det åt en redig skräll. Snälla Svensson. Snälla Svensson. Snälla Svensson.